Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Call HaYawam La, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Bashem Rcha HaKodash. Wa Mashana Bagadyam Zakwayin Awa Malakim Shal, Yasha Allah Hazakwayin Rcha Gadawal. Wa Chasad, Wa Shalom, Wa Barakim La Habachaya Shal Hagawaya Yasha Allah Shalom. Alright, so all praise to the Most High Yahweh, which means He exists. Bahashem, in the name, Yahweh Shai, He delivers. Alright, double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace, mercy, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, peace. Alright, so just wanted to go into a word of the day. Dabar, Shal, HaYawam. Dabar, word, Shal, of HaYawam, the day. Alright. So this is Bagadyam. Alright, Bagad means garment. Garments is Bagadyam. Alright. But the first precept I wanted to get was let me see, Revelation chapter 16. And verse 15. Alright, it says, "Behold, I come as a thief." You see, the Lord's going to catch those that are not watching off guard. Alright. It says, "Blessed is he that watcheth." Alright, how do you do this? You go into the scriptures. You know, you measure thou the times diligently in themselves, roughly paraphrasing. You see, you line up with what's happening in the world with what's in the scriptures. And you'll know that we in those times. It says, "Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked." You see, you are walking naked. You walk naked, you know, when you're without this truth. All right. When you're doing things adverse to the scriptures, that's when you become naked. It says, "And they see his shame." And it's a shameful thing to be without this truth. All right. It says, "And keepeth his garments." How do you keep your garments? You do what's written in the scriptures. All right. I want to get a quick precept. This is Sirach 27:8. It says, "If thou followest righteousness, thou shalt obtain her and put her on as a glorious robe, as a glorious long robe." So, yeah, if you follow in righteousness, you gonna put his truth on as a long glorious robe, a glorious long robe. All right. So keeping your garments is following after righteousness, and what's written in the scriptures is what someone that is keeping their garments is going to do. So that's going to entail fasting, praying, you know, just putting on as the elect, you know, doing the work. All right. The next precept was 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 6. It says, "Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober." You see, let's not sleep as those that are in the congregation of the dead. You see, let's not go back into the world. You know, it's nothing in the world for us. All right, we can see that we're in those times. You know, so we got to push harder and keep our garments. You know, it says, "But let us watch, all right, and be sober," so that we're not caught off guard. You know, so that we're not caught naked. You know, we got to make sure that we got to constantly examine ourselves and make sure that we're doing the right things and walking in the spirit. All right, it says, but let us watch and be sober." And to be sober is to be, again, in the truth, to make sure you're doing everything that we need to do, you know, because those that are drunken are drunken off the ways of America, Babylon the Great, whatever that is, you know. So let's go to the next precept. This is Zechariah chapter 1. Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 8. It says, "I saw by night," that might be Zephaniah. Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 8, it says, "And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel." You see, so those that don't got the correct apparel on, those that don't have the garment of the scriptures on, they're going to be punished. You see, we got an example of that. This is Matthew chapter 22. And we can start at verse 9. It says, "Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage." You see, and this is synonymous with going to the highways and byways and doing the work. Verse 10. "So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both good and bad, because the kingdom of heaven is like a net, and it gathered the good and the bad fish," roughly paraphrasing. It says, "And the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment." All right, so he was without the truth. You see, he wasn't walking in the spirit, you know. And he saith unto him, "Friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment?" And he was speechless. Verse 13. "Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth." You see? So those that don't keep their garments, those that fall into the world, those that are drunken, those that don't watch, you know, those that don't have on that true garment, those that are with that strange garment, they gonna perish, and they're gonna go into that outer darkness, and it's gonna be weeping and gnashing of teeth. You see? So I brought this out. It was edifying. Call her like HaYawam, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kakadash. Shalom.